going on?
How'd you feel out there? I know Coach said that you were kind of new about Wednesday, but how did it feel to be out there with the guys?
It felt awesome. I mean, made my job easier. Not having to run as much or really at all. When you got Chase Brown back there, line did an awesome job today. I mean, no sacks, a couple of hits here and there, but it's part of the game. But the way that they played was awesome. It's inspiring, and I love them for it.
When you did take off, did you feel it at all, or did you think about it at all, or was it nothing in your mind?
Nope. Adrenaline's rolling. You ain't thinking about anything else.
What was this week like, treatment-wise? Like, were there any nerves that maybe you wouldn't be able to go? Like, how much treatment did you get to get yourself out there on Saturday?
I was in there for like 6 hours a day, all day. I mean, even after, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say or supposed to say this, but whatever. After the game in Iowa, right at halftime, when they told me I was done, I started my treatment then.
Okay.
I was like watching the game on TV, getting ice, getting everything that needs to be done to start my treatment then so I can be good for Saturday. So just a huge thank you to JB and the rest of the people in that room because they did everything in their powers to get me ready for this game, and I appreciate them for that.
Did you ever think you weren't going to be able to go?
Yeah, I'm like, as soon as it happened, JB playing on Saturday. I said, all right, I'm going to get you there. So, I trusted in everything that he had set up for me and worked out.
Was there like one thing you had to get through in the week, whether it was a practice or anything, where you're like, all right, I passed this, I'm good to go? Physically speaking.
Not too much, really just in the training room. There's like little things, just like making sure that, I'm able to put all my weight on it, do all that kind of things. And then Coach B did an awesome job for the team as well. Just, we had a bunch of guys cleaned up here and there, so really just doing more walkthroughs, a lot more film, just mentally getting better, not too much on the physical end.
I'm glad you had an open week now.
Oh, for sure. I need
So,
this.
so what's the week like for you? What's this going to be like? Literally,
This week is going to be me in the hot tub, in the cold tub, in the training room,
okay.
and just laying down and relaxing, and just mentally just taking a little deload because it's been good. Coach, the way the schedule's been set up has been awesome. 3 games bye week, 4 games bye week, and now we're going into a giant 5-game stretch. So I think this bye week is at the perfect time, especially with the nicks and bumps and bruises that we have right now to get that 100% healed up and then go into the next week.
You figure about it, yeah. So you figure about the Quincy, you're all good to go.
Good to go.
What does it say about this team? This is a tough three-game stretch, Big Ten West team. Like, what's it say to come out of this thing 3-0, and where could you guys be headed?
It's awesome. I mean, there's still so much to be cleaned up, especially offensively, because obviously that's how the ball plans. That's the only one I'll speak on. But I think there's so much that we can do to just, touchdowns, not field goals. I think there's so many more points that we left on the board, but I think we did a good job fighting through adversity and getting points on the board for the team, especially when we've been backed up in situations, keeping the chains moving and pushing. I think our time possession, I don't know what it was, but it was really high. So we controlled the ball very well. We did exactly what we wanted to do when we wanted to do it, and that's all thanks to the offensive line.
Most complete game of the year for you guys, running, passing. You're getting better.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Passing, I don't think it was as good as the Chattanooga game, but it was close. I mean, we hit our shots when we needed to, and we kept the chains moving, especially big on 4th downs again. The one to Isaiah, that was awesome to keep that rolling, and there was another one to Pat. So I think that that's just having a lot of trust in myself, the offensive line, pass protection, and the routes and the catch and the finish.
Chase Brown, Heisman watch.
Of course. I mean, look at him. Catch the ball, take it out of the backfield. He could do it all. I mean, you see at the first play, the first drive against Sparks, how did you not keep Chase Brown running wide open? All right, there you go. It happened again. All right, cool, touchdown. He makes the game so much easier. Me and him have such a good communication in the backfield. It's really something special, something I really haven't been a part of as far as in that realm where me and him are on the same page all the time, talking about you see this, you see that. You guys don't see it on TV, but this because we're so close to each other, I talk to him just like this. Don't even have to look at him. Have conversations with him. It's really just awesome to see that flourish and to see him just get better week in and week out and just carrying that load that day because I think he had.
What mom did?
41.
He's gonna be in the training room with me too. make sure he take care of him, take care of his body, and I'm looking forward to this.
Were your mom and dad here?
They were, yeah.
They were.
Yeah.
They always plan to come.
Yeah, they try to. Yeah, I
Okay.
think next week it works out. They get to see my brother play because obviously we have a bye week, so that's been awesome. But yeah, they try to come to as many as possible.
So was bowl eligible even mentioned? Did you even talk about 6 wins gets you to a bowl game today?
Today? Yeah, we talked about that. The opportunity that we had, that was more the big word that we were talking about was opportunity. It's another week to go 1-0, but this one, we're going bowling in October, and that's a really good feeling. But I don't think that's the team's goal. I think we want to go way past that, but it's just another notch in our belt.
Tommy, do you feel any added pressure as well as is there any motivation given the success of Syracuse this year? Obviously, you're coming over here from Syracuse.
No, I'm happy for them. I mean, I played with those guys for years and years. I know they're playing right now against NC State. They're winning. That's awesome. I mean, I wish nothing but the best for those guys, and I know that they do the same to me. We constantly keep in contact, and it's just everything worked out.
So Coach B kind of led us down a different road all week about your availability. Said it was day to day. Pretty clearly wasn't. It doesn't sound like. Was it hard to keep the secret? I mean, how many people knew, I guess, that you were going to be able to go today?
I guess just the guys on the team. That's really it. I mean, you know how it is. You go out, you get food, da-da-da. I went to Moe's, I had a boot on, someone took a picture, and it's this and that and that. It's just, you playing? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Because at first, yeah, it was. We didn't really know. We didn't really know what it was until everything was like diagnosed and all that other stuff. But JB, like I said, JB and their staff did an awesome job. Just getting me feeling 100% and just as good as possible going into this game.
So how long had you been living in the training room? Because Coach B called this a re-injury of the ankle. Have you been kind of dealing with this for a while?
Yeah, it happened in the Chattanooga game.
Yeah.
That's when it happened. And then, right after that, they got on again, and I was good for Wisco after that. It's good for that. Kind of got rolled up again then, but was okay going through that game. And then, obviously, last week, it was rough.
Tommy, on the first touchdown, do you think Chase was going to be that wide open? Like, I mean,
I was hoping so. Yeah. I mean, it was kind of like a little trick play deal. That's the best case scenario, but if not, we have answers for it. And, like I said, like in the past, like sometimes we've gotten through those other answers, which is awesome. But to see it pop like that, I mean, that's just
was it
awesome.
designed for him to go on that wheel route?
Yeah, awesome play design by Coach Lunny and the staff, and really just time and place and right defense and that whole thing. But it was awesome.
After Minnesota took that first lead in the third quarter, how were you able to respond, be so confident in that dominant drive afterwards?
Right, as an offense, we can control. That's it. We just got to try to put up points as many as possible. I mean, obviously, we want to have touchdowns, but field goals are okay, in times. But we just knew that we were going to take over this game, and we were not going to let that affect anything that we've done in the first half because we had a pretty good first half, and we wanted to finish that game out strong, and we did.
Kind of a tough game from Isaiah a week ago, Williams. So, did you see anything this week from him that maybe indicated he was going to bounce back in the way that he did?
As far as what?
I mean, just to have the game that he had after having 3 fumbles a week. Like, is there anything you saw different out of him this week? I guess
that's like with anybody, anything. I mean, even I was telling Mike, because me and Mike, we had, it was an incomplete pass on the one time. Like, I'm coming back to you next time I call that play. Like, it's just a confidence thing. Like, I'm always going to give them the ball. I have the most trust in anybody on that field. That's the reason why everyone's earned their way onto that field. If God forbid somebody fumbles the ball, guess what? We're going to give them the ball again. Just get them. If I throw an interception, well, Coach Lange's going to give me another pass just to maybe get a completion, get the confidence going. So I think that's just a team thing, everybody having each other's back and knowing that not one play is going to change the game and that it's just a product of our offense that we're just going to stick together.
That was the #1 defense in the country entering today. I mean, what did you see coming in today that made you think you could have the kind of success that you had? Minnesota was.
They're #1?
They were 1, you were 2. I don't think that's still the case. But
I would say our defense is #1, but yeah, they were a solid defense. I mean, they have a bunch of good players. Their secondary is very seasoned. They had a lot of starts, a lot of games played together, so that was kind of their strength. And I think that our offensive line did an awesome job just moving the line of scrimmage, especially in the run game. That made everything easier in the pass game because when they have to load the box and stop Chase Brown, it gives our receivers to be one-on-one.
Tommy, did you need a boot this week, or did you just wear it to fake people out?
I wouldn't say to fake people out. I'd say just to just make sure that no one kicked me.
Did you need
or anything? No, I don't.
But you had one on.
Yeah, I don't even really know what boots do. I think they're kind of just protection, so no one walks past me and kicks me by accident. Just a little protection. Yeah, it's all good.
I know you said you planned to play, but when you got the official green light that you were good, do you remember kind of where you were, what that moment was like?
No, I kind of just got check-in and stuff. In my head, it was 100%. There was no chance that I was not playing in this game. Yeah, and they kind of been easing me down because I was really trying to go on Tuesday. No shot. It kind of eased me back into it, and you good? Yeah, I'm good. All right, and just roll from there.
Over this 3-game stretch, you guys have been 8-9 over on 4th down conversions. Have you put extra emphasis on that over the week?
No, I think that's just a product of the offense, and I don't know if it's a 4th down deal or what, but it's just like everybody's just super dialed in. Not that we're not dialed in on other drives, but it's just like this is 4th down. Like this is a make or break for us, and I think that the play calling has been tremendous in that. I think that when that play gets called in by Coach Lunny, everybody believes in that play to the fullest, and I think that's the biggest thing. Because I see play, I'm thinking maybe what he's going to call. He calls him all right, we're good, we're ready to roll. We know exactly how to execute this. We know how to do this, that. It's really paid off. I think we really should be 9 for 9. We just had an incompletion. I think it was Chattanooga game, was it?
It was Wisconsin.
I'm gonna have to fact check that.
Okay.
You committed here, Tommy. This is a program, I should say, that had struggled for a while. Did you envision on October 15th in your 7th game you would be bowl eligible and fighting here for the West?
I'm sure hoping so. What up, Coach? Hey, Miss B. They're awesome. I love her. She's an awesome woman as well. Obviously, we don't see her as much in the facilities, but to see her after the game, to see how happy she is, that's awesome. All right, back to what we were talking about. What were we talking
I
about?
I asked if you thought this was a real
Oh,
possibility.
right. Yeah, I mean, when you go to a program, you want to win games. That was my biggest thing. Like, I know Coach B's background. I knew how he coached, the way he coached, like the fundamentals of coaching the X's and O's with it, and know that you have the chance to win a lot of games. You know, seeing the talent on the team, you know, that's always the goal, and I think that was the team's goal going into it. Obviously, because it's been a rough couple of years in the past, and then you know you saw them flourish a little bit last year, and then offensively we're still just stacking stacking chips, and we're still not at the peak of where we can be. We're trying to get there so bad. I promise we're trying to get there. We're trying to put up as many points as possible every time we're on the field, but to be able to win these games just gives the team a lot of confidence, and I think we've been doing a really good job staying grounded and really just staying together.
Someone asked you about Chase here. You're talking about Heisman candidate.
Heisman, give it to him. Give it to him. I mean, hey, there's a lot of season left. He's going to continue to be Chase Brown. I think that's the biggest thing, is not letting any of the outside noise getting in here. And, you know, he's just the same person through and through.
Your next game, you're going to a place, pretty big stadium like you've been to all year this year. Look, is that a place
What
you
is the
come?
next game?
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Think
I heard
about
that's a
going
fun. I heard that's a fun atmosphere. Is it Nebraska? Iowa. They said the stands are really close. Is it Nebraska?
Iowa's right out. Yeah, I don't know
I
about
don't know Nebraska. Yeah, it is close. They said it's an awesome environment. It's a lot of fun. You know, they say it's very loud. I mean, I love that. It makes the game more fun. So I'm looking forward to that matchup for sure.
Is this fun? I mean, like you played a lot of college football, but because you're in a new conference, a new place, like you're kind of experiencing a lot of new things. Like, is this just fun again?
Yeah, I mean, winning makes everything so much easier. You know, like it just makes everything coming in the next day, seeing everybody after everybody's happy. I mean, that's really all it's about, is winning. But yeah, to be in a new conference, you know, new faces, new people, new places. Like, I've never been to Nebraska. I'm about to be able to go there, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, it's been everything I was hoping for.